a special Halloween edition of Teddy Bear Storytime. I'm Miss Allison. Today I'm dressed in my favorite Halloween costume. I bet you can't guess what I am. I'm a big animal. I live in the jungle and I stomp around. I have a big long nose called a trunk. Do you know what I am? I'm an elephant. Woo! Very good. All right. Well, I hope you guys have some exciting Halloween costumes picked out this year. We're going to read a couple spooky books, sing a couple spooky songs, and we'll have a lot of fun. Remember that Storytime helps build those early literacy skills that your kids need for kindergarten. So parents, listen up. Remember to participate, sing, dance, have fun. Repeat the things that we do over and over again to get them ready for kindergarten. And our tip of the day is to sing with your children. Singing and dancing to interactive songs is a great way to keep them moving while they're learning vocabulary. And when you're repeating it, you're helping solidify that vocabulary in their minds. So keep doing it. Alrighty, we are going to stand up and sing my hello song. You guys ready? Here we are. Like this. Get your arms ready. Hello, hello. Can you clap your hands? Hello, hello. Can you clap your hands? Can you stretch up high? Can you touch your toes? Can you turn around? Can you say hello? Hi. All right, let's try it again. Hello, hello. Can you stamp your feet? 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Can you stamp your feet like big elephants? 1, 2, 3. Can you stretch up high? Can you touch your toes? Not today. Can you turn around? Can you say hello? Hi. All right, last time. Hello, hello. Can you clap your hands? Hello, hello. Can you stamp your feet? 1, 2, 3. Very good. All right, we'll take our seats. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm going to remove my trunk for the rest of story time. So there we go. Now it's just a nice little scarf. Okay. Let's see what comes next. Oh, we have to do our letter box. What do you guys think is in the letter of the week today? Let's see. I'll count to 3. You tell your adult what you think it is, okay? 1, 2, 3. We'll say it all together. It's an H. H. It makes the sound ha, 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 like you're laughing or you're breathing out breath. Ha, ha. Very good. And now we draw it in the air. We go down, down, and across. Ah, very good. Ha, ha. Now, I picked this letter this week because my favorite holiday begins with the letter H. Halloween. So we're going to put it up here, and we're going to see some other things that start with the letter H, not just Halloween. We have what's that? A house. A house. Some people live in a house. You have garage doors. Some don't have 2. Like my house only has 1 garage door. Front door and windows. Some people live in a house, and it's nice and cozy. Who's this? It's an animal. Not as big as an elephant, but it does stomp around. It goes, very good. It's a horse. A horse, of course. Okay. What else? Oh, you use these to high five. You do. A hand. Why do we call it high five? Because we have 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High five. Can you give your adult a high five right now? Good job. All right. I have 2 more. This is another big animal. I still don't think it's quite as big as an elephant, but it is large. It has big teeth. Almost as big. It's a hippo or hippopotamus. If you want to say the full word, it's hippopotamus. Say that to your mom or dad or your grown-up today. It's a great vocabulary word. This is the last one. I use this when I'm working on my house sometimes, when something's broken or needs to be built. It's a hammer. A hammer. You hold it on this end, and then you use this part, the metal flat part, to hammer in nails. And you can use this claw on the back to pull nails out if you're trying to take something apart. So, a hammer. All right, we're going to say them together one more time. Listen for that sound. Ha, ha. We have a hammer, house, hippo, hippopotamus, hand, and horse. Horse, very good. What does horse say again? Very good. It takes a lot of practice to neigh like that. All right, and we're on the letter H, and it sounds like ha, ha. Very good. Okay, we are going to go ahead and do our next song, but we'll sit down for this one. It's 5 Little Pumpkins Sitting on a Gate. You guys might know this one. It's right here if you don't. If you're on an iPad at home, you can zoom in. If you don't know the words and you can't see this, don't worry. You can find it anywhere online. It's a very common little rhyme. And you get your 5 little pumpkins like this. I have 5 sitting on a fence with a gate. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pumpkins. Very good. And they have spooky faces and happy faces. When we carve a pumpkin with a face like that, we call it a jack-o'-lantern. Put a little light inside. So it goes like this. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one says, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one says, "There are witches in the air." The third one says, "But we don't care." The fourth one says, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one says, "That's Halloween fun." Woo, in the wind and out went the light, and 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Good, nice job. Do you want to try it one more time now that you've heard it? We'll do it together one more time, and you can do it over and over and over, and you can stand up and dance while you do it. Whatever you guys need to do at home to get those wiggles out. So, 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "That's Halloween fun." Ooh, went the wind and out went the light, and 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Yay, very good. It's one of my favorite Halloween rhymes to do at home. Are you guys carving a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween? I know I will be. Okay, let's get our first book going. It's called Little Goblins 10. And this is read with permission from HarperCollins. It's by Pamela Jane, illustrated by Jane Manning. The author is the person who writes the book, and it's illustrated by Jane Manning, meaning she drew all the pictures. Over in the forest where the trees hide the sun lived a big mommy monster and her little monsters won. "Scare," said the mommy. "We scare," said the one. So he scared and he scampered where the trees hid the sun. Over in the forest where the spooks shout, "Boo!" lived a pale daddy ghost and his little ghosties too. "Haunt," said the daddy. "We haunt," cried the two. So they hid and they haunted where the spooks shouted, "Boo!" Over in the forest near the gnarled oak tree lived an old mother zombie and her little zombies 3. "Stare," said the mommy. "We stare," said the three. So they all stared together near the old gnarled tree. Can you stare like a zombie? Like when I watch too much TV. Over in the forest where the fierce winds roar lived a gray father werewolf and his little wolfies 4. Howl, said the father. Howl, we howl, said the 4. So they howled and they growled where the fierce winds roar. See the big full moon. Over in the forest where the shadows come alive lived an old mother mummy and her little mummies 5. Moan, said the mother. We moan, said the 5. So they moaned and they groaned where the shadows come alive. See the mummies, let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And mommy. Over in the forest in a hovel made of sticks lived an old mother witch and her little witches 6. Cackle, screeched the mother weak. Cackle, screeched the 6. So they crowed and they cackled in a hovel made of sticks. There's some great vocabulary on that page. How do you cackle? Do you want to cackle with me? Ha 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 ha! It's a high laugh. I know, it's really silly. You can do that at home. And a hovel, it's like a little house. Over in the forest in the mossy green heaven lived the scaly father dragon and his little dragons 7. Ooh, look at all those dragons. Breathe, said the father. We breathe, said the 7. So they breathed flames of fire in the mossy green heaven. Can you breathe your dragon breath? Over in the forest by the graveyard gate lived a bony father skeleton and his little skellies 8. Rattle, said the father. We rattle, said the 8. So they rattled and they ran by the graveyard gate. Can you dance like a skeleton? Over in the forest near the tall dark pine lived a furry little mother bat and her little baddies 9. Swoop, said the mother. We swoop, said the 9. So they swooped in the shadows near the tall dark pine. Last one. Over in the forest in the deep green glen lived an old father goblin and his little goblins 10. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baby goblins. That's a lot of kids. Leap, said the father. We leap, said the 10. So they laughed and they leaped in the deep green glen. So over in the forest where the trees hide the sun, a big mommy called to her little monster 1. Remember him from the beginning? Trick or treat, asked the mommy. Treat, cried the 1. So they skipped off together for some Halloween fun. Spooky. The end. All right, so we read our book. It's time to stand up and we're gonna shake our spookies out. It's exactly like shake your sillies out, but we're gonna shake our spookies. Just a fun way that you can mix up songs with different vocabulary words. So we're gonna shake our spookies out. Shake, shake, shake our spookies out. Shake, shake, shake our spookies out. Shake, shake, shake our spookies out. Wiggle our wobbles away. Nice, now clap. Clap, clap, clap our crazies out. Clap, clap, clap our crazies out. Clap, clap, clap our crazies out. Wiggle our wobbles away. Nice. Now I need to see if you can jump. I don't know if I can. Here we go. We're gonna jump, jump, jump our jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump our jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump our jiggles out. Wiggle our wobbles away. Nice. We're gonna nod, nod, nod our noddies out. Nod, nod, nod our noddies out. Nod, nod, nod our noddies out. Wiggle our wobbles away. All right, remember what we did first? We're gonna shake, shake, shake our spookies out like a skeleton. Shake, shake, shake our spookies out. Shake, shake, shake our spookies out. Wiggle our wobbles away. Nice job. All right, we'll sit down and we'll read our final It's actually one of my favorite Halloween stories of all time. It's Jan Thomas. It goes like this. Pumpkin Trouble by Jan Thomas. She's the author and the illustrator. It's read with permission from HarperCollins. Oh, this will be great. Who's that? Duck. Quack, quack. I found a pumpkin. I can't wait to show Pig and Mouse my jack-o'-lantern. He's opening it, scooping out all the insides. They'll be so surprised. See? All those squirmy or squishy insides and the seeds that you can roast. Oh, there's just one last seed. I gotta get it out. Whoops. Uh-oh. Duck fell in. This isn't good. How's he gonna get out? Can anyone help me? Pig, Mouse, are you there? Hello? Ah! It's a pumpkin monster! A pumpkin monster? Where? Oh no! It's chasing us! It's chasing us? Help! Oh no. Have you ever seen a pumpkin with feet before? Do you remember who's in there? Quick! Hide behind the barn! So Pig and Mouse run behind the barn and... What barn? Uh-oh. Smash! He looks a little dazed, doesn't he? He hit his noggin. Duck? Look! Duck battled the pumpkin monster and he won! Woo! I did? Hooray for Duck! I'll make a jack-o'-lantern and we'll celebrate! Ready? Oh man, I wish Duck were here to see this great jack-o'-lantern. Where is Duck? Can I get a little help, please? That silly duck. Stuck in another pumpkin. The end. Such a fun little pumpkin story. Jan Thomas has a lot of great silly books like that. So we read our books, we sang our songs, but now it's time for Twinkle Twinkle. Get calmed down for bed after that candy rush in Halloween. Let's go ahead and get our stars out. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. We hope you have a wonderful Halloween. And we miss having you here in person in Storytime, but we're glad you're getting to watch all these with us. And you can come in and browse and grab books and say hi to us whenever you see us in the library, because we are excited to be back and giving out books. So come see us. We miss you, and we'll see you at our next Storytime. Bye-bye.